Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
James Worthy praises Luka Donic's dramatic body transformation. He gets it now. One of the most talked about stories of the offseason hasn't come from Los Angeles, but it's definitely resonating with Lakers legend James Worthy. The focus? Luka Donic's incredible physical transformation. The Dallas Mavericks superstar, now preparing to lead Slovenia in the 2025 FIBA Eurobasket, has shown up this summer leaner, stronger, and clearly more committed than ever. Fans and analysts alike have noticed that Donic looks like he's in the best shape of his career, and that shift could have huge implications heading into the 2025-26 NBA season. Even Hall of Famer and Lakers icon James Worthy took notice. In a recent interview with Clutch Point's Tomer Azarly, Worthy was asked about Luka's revamped physique and what it means for his career going forward. "I saw his body, and even if I haven't seen him moving yet, it happens," Worthy said. A lot of players get to that 25-26-year-old mark and suddenly realize, it's time. Luka's no different. It's great to see he's self-aware and knows what he has to do to stay on the court and dominate. Worthy, who knows a thing or two about championship-caliber conditioning, emphasized how this kind of transformation sends a powerful message, not just to fans or critics, but to teammates and the entire organization. "I think it's huge because it sets the tone," he added. When you see your star player making those kinds of sacrifices and putting in that level of work, it motivates everyone around him. It says, we're building something serious here. A long-term vision in Los Angeles? Worthy went on to touch on another layer of the situation, the Lakers' rumored interest in building around Donic long-term. With speculation swirling about a potential future move to LA, Worthy believes that Luka's maturity and improved physical shape only make that idea more appealing to other players. Locking him in early would send a real message, Worthy said. It shows the Lakers are thinking long-term. And players will want to play with Luka. He's an elite passer, a dynamic player. He makes people around him better. He's only 27, still with a lot left in the tank. That kind of player? You build around him. A commitment that's turning heads. Across the NBA, the buzz around Donic's transformation is growing. Not only has he slimmed down noticeably, but reports out of Slovenia suggest that he's in peak condition, and more focused than ever. For the Lakers, or any team watching from afar, that level of commitment is exactly what you want to see from a franchise cornerstone. If the ultimate goal is to bring another championship to the purple and gold, Luka appears to be making all the right moves to make that dream a reality, whether that happens in Dallas or down the line in Los Angeles. Big Game James gets his flowers from Dennis Rodman. As Worthy's name made headlines again, he also received a major nod from another legend, Dennis Rodman. In a separate interview, the Hall of Fame defender called James Worthy the toughest player he ever had to guard in his career, a testament to just how underrated the Lakers' great has been in NBA history. "People don't give James enough credit," Rodman said. "He was fast, strong, and smart. You couldn't take a play off when you were guarding him." It's a reminder that legends recognize legends, and when a player like James Worthy praises a modern star like Luka Donic, it carries weight. A new generation may be taking over, but the blueprint remains the same: discipline, leadership, and a hunger to win. And if Luka's off-season transformation is any indication, he's ready to follow that path, all the way to greatness. Luka's transformation sends shockwaves through the league. Luka Donic's new physique is more than a personal milestone, it's a warning shot to the rest of the NBA. After years of criticism about his conditioning, especially during deep playoff runs, Luka finally seems to have embraced the physical demands required of a true NBA superstar. And this time, the change is visible. No more showing up to training camp looking sluggish or playing himself into shape mid-season. He's arriving ready to lead, and opponents are taking notice. Several rival executives have already commented anonymously to media outlets, saying Luka's transformation could make the Mavericks a real threat in the West, or if the rumors persist, make him an even more enticing free agency target should he ever consider leaving Dallas. Luka at 100% conditioning is a nightmare for the rest of us, one Western Conference scout admitted. He already controls pace better than almost anyone. Now imagine that same Luka, quicker, lighter, and locked in for 82 games. Implications for the Mavericks, and possibly the Lakers. In Dallas, this version of Luka is exactly what the franchise has been waiting for. After a roller coaster of playoff performances and near misses, the Mavs are desperate to build a championship-caliber roster around him. And now, with Donic showing clear signs of long-term commitment, the pressure is on Dallas front office to surround him with the right talent, fast. But for the Los Angeles Lakers, and James Worthy's comments only add fuel to the fire, Luka's transformation adds more intrigue to the possibility of him one day wearing purple and gold. The Lakers are quietly preparing for the post-LeBron James era, and whispers around the league suggest they're looking for a new face of the franchise who can carry the torch for the next decade. Donic, now in peak form, represents exactly that kind of player. He's starting to remind people of what happened with LeBron back in Miami, an anonymous former player told ESPN. He got in shape, got serious, and leveled up. That's what Luka's doing now. If Dallas can't keep up, you better believe teams like the Lakers will be circling. International impact, Slovenia's hope, Europe's spotlight. Donic's transformation isn't just exciting NBA fans, it's electrifying his home country of Slovenia as well. As he prepares to lead the national team into the 2025 FIBA Eurobasket, expectations are sky high. Slovenia believes it has a real shot at the gold, especially with Luka playing at a level they've never seen before. European media has been all over his new physique, with daily reports covering his training sessions, diet changes, and interviews with teammates praising his leadership. Several Slovenian journalists are calling this the rebirth of Luka, and local fans are dreaming of a Eurobasket title followed by an MVP-level NBA season. What comes next? If Donic stays on this trajectory, we could be witnessing a career-defining turning point, one that elevates him from elite talent to all-time great. The combination of his basketball IQ, passing wizardry, scoring instincts, and now, elite conditioning, makes him one of the most complete offensive players of this generation. And as James Worthy's endorsement made clear, greatness recognizes greatness. I love what I'm seeing from Luka, Worthy said. It's not just about the body, it's about the mindset. He's starting to understand what it takes to lead, not just play. That's how championships are won. For Luka Donic, this could be the year everything changes, not just for his body, but for his legacy. LeBron James shares powerful message for the next generation of athletes. As the 2025-26 NBA season tips off, LeBron James will officially become the first player in history to play 23 seasons in the league, a record in itself. What's even more incredible? He's still playing at an all-NBA level, defying age and expectations with every game. At this stage of his legendary career, most athletes are mentoring from the sidelines or preparing for retirement. But LeBron? He's still competing for another championship ring, hoping to capture his 5th NBA title, while also shaping the future of the game. Much like Kobe Bryant did in his final years, LeBron has embraced the role of mentor. But unlike many veterans, he's doing it while still leading a team in playoff contention, making his impact even more powerful. And now, with Luka Doncic potentially joining him in Los Angeles, LeBron is uniquely positioned to pass on his knowledge, both on and off the court, to the next generation. A timeless message to young athletes. Through his longtime partnership with Nike, LeBron recently shared an inspiring message aimed at young athletes who look up to him, and it's a message that speaks volumes about his own journey. My message has always been the same to the next generation of athletes who are inspired to play. If there's something you love to do, go do it, LeBron said. Fall in love with the process, not just the results. That's my #1 key. I always try to instill that in anyone who looks up to me or needs encouragement in chasing their goals. In a world where instant gratification and quick success dominate social media, LeBron's advice is a refreshing reminder that greatness isn't built overnight. It's earned through daily effort, patience, and passion. Walking the talk. LeBron's message isn't just talk, it's how he lives. At 40 years old with 10 NBA Finals appearances, over 290 playoff games, and the title of all-time leading scorer, he has absolutely nothing left to prove. Yet he still trains with the hunger of a rookie. His commitment to the game, whether it's the off-season grind, recovery routines, or game day preparation, is second to none. He's known for investing in his body year-round, often quoted as spending over $1 million annually on recovery and performance tools. That dedication, even after 2 decades of dominance, is what separates LeBron from the rest. It's also why his message to young athletes hits differently. When LeBron tells you to fall in love with the process, he's living proof that it works. Continuing to inspire, globally. As part of his mission to uplift and inspire, LeBron will return to China next month for his 15th visit as part of the Forever King Tour with Nike, a celebration of his enduring legacy and global influence. The tour isn't just about promoting sneakers or brand visibility, it's about connecting with fans, giving back to the international basketball community, and reminding young players everywhere that their dreams are within reach. From his wisdom to his work ethic, LeBron James continues to lead by example. Whether he's mentoring rising stars, competing for titles, or inspiring millions across the globe, one thing is clear. Greatness is more than talent. It's about mindset, discipline, and love for the game. And LeBron James is still showing us how it's done. A message that resonates beyond basketball. LeBron's words aren't just resonating with young hoopers. They're echoing across all corners of youth sports, from soccer academies to high school football fields, to Olympic training centers. Coaches, trainers, and mentors are sharing his quote as a teachable moment, proof that even the greatest prioritize the journey over the destination. High school and college athletes have reposted clips of LeBron's message on social media, often with captions like "needed this today" or "process results." Sports psychologists have praised his philosophy as the foundation of long-term success, helping young athletes manage pressure and burnout. It's a simple message, but coming from the NBA's longest-tenured player, still at the top of his game, it carries a weight no textbook ever could. The Luka effect, setting a new standard in LA. LeBron's leadership is also influencing more than just fans. It's already being felt in the Lakers' locker room. With Luka Doncic now in the fold, the timing of this message couldn't be more important. The transition of leadership from one generational superstar to the next isn't just symbolic, it's strategic. Doncic, who has drawn comparisons to LeBron for years, is known for his competitive fire and elite skill set. Now he gets to witness firsthand what daily greatness looks like, and absorb the mentality of a champion. Sources close to the Lakers organization have said that Luka has already taken on a more vocal role in early preseason workouts, showing signs of maturity that mirror LeBron's mentorship style. They're not just passing the torch, one Lakers staffer said. They're building a new fire. Global reach, lasting legacy. LeBron's upcoming Forever King Tour in China is expected to draw massive crowds and media attention. After a few years of quieter international travel due to global restrictions, this tour marks not just a celebration of his career, but a renewed connection to global basketball fans. China has always held a special place for LeBron. His first visit in 2005 helped cement his international superstardom. Now 20 years later, his return as a global icon, family man, and elder statesman of the sport signals just how far the game, and he have come. Nike officials have hinted that during the tour, LeBron will participate in community clinics, leadership summits for young athletes, and special court unveilings in underserved neighborhoods, further underscoring his commitment to giving back. The bigger picture. As LeBron's playing days enter their final stretch, whether it's this season, next, or the one after, it's clear that his influence is only growing. His ability to shape the next generation, build bridges between eras, and carry the torch of the game into the future is unparalleled. He's no longer just a superstar athlete, he's become a living blueprint for excellence, both on and off the court. And in typical LeBron fashion, he's not just telling young athletes how to succeed, he's showing them, every single day. Luka Donic teams up with Overwatch in exciting new collaboration. Luka Donic has had a whirlwind first summer as a Los Angeles Laker. After a tough and disappointing first-round exit in the 2024-25 season, Luka didn't waste any time. He made headlines with a remarkable physical transformation, showing he's ready to come back stronger than ever. Shortly after, he joined the Jordan Brand promotional tour and signed a 3-year contract extension with the Lakers. Now back in Slovenia, he's gearing up to represent his country at the FIBA Eurobasket. With so much happening, it's no surprise that Luka has been one of the hottest topics all summer long. And of course, his move from Dallas to Los Angeles has only amplified his brand and global appeal. Adding to his growing list of achievements, Luka has recently teamed up with the popular video game Overwatch. Known for its collaborations with sports stars, Overwatch allows players to dress their characters as famous athletes or play as them in-game. Luka's new skin and in-game content are part of this exciting partnership. "I'm known for being competitive on the basketball court, but maybe not everyone knows I'm just as competitive when I play Overwatch," Luka shared in a statement. I love this game and I'm really excited about this collaboration. It's special to be part of the game in a way that other players can experience. The 18th season of Overwatch launched this past Tuesday, giving Lakers fans, Luca supporters, and gamers everywhere the chance to play as one of basketball's brightest stars. Plus, exclusive Luca-themed rewards are up for grabs just by playing. As part of the campaign, Luca will be featured on Overwatch-themed billboards across Los Angeles, Dallas, and Katowice, Poland, where he's competing in the Eurobasket. Lakers fans in LA can expect to see his image at the Crypto.com Arena's Stadium Mode and LA Live, while Dallas residents will spot a giant Overwatch billboard near the American Airlines Center. If you've been looking for a new way to experience Luca's magic, this is it. Dubbed the Elite Shooter 77, Luca's in-game persona will come with a matching player title, a special item box featuring 77, a golden basketball-themed weapon charm stamped with his iconic jersey number, and a spray. Players can also try out special stadium-inspired hero builds like Luka Magic Cassidy, Lucio Dunk, and Hooper Zaria, each reflecting Luca's dynamic style on the court. Luca's star was always destined to shine even brighter in Los Angeles than it did in Dallas. Yet what's truly impressive is how quickly he's settled into his role as the Lakers franchise cornerstone. Considering the shock waves his trade sent through the Mavericks fanbase, many expected him to take time adjusting to the pressure and expectations in LA. But Luca's proven he's ready to lead. Furkan Korkmaz praises Luka Doncic's greatness. One of the perks of being a storied franchise like the Lakers is their knack for finding and nurturing stars to lead different eras. Luka Doncic is the new face of the franchise, and the hope is that he'll carry the torch for years to come, especially now that he's locked in with that new contract extension. After being traded by Dallas, Luka is laser-focused on making the 2025-26 season one of redemption and championship contention. At just 26 years old, he's already in phenomenal shape and has been delivering standout performances for Slovenia in Eurobasket this summer. Though the Slovenian national team has faced challenges in exhibition games, Luka's individual brilliance hasn't gone unnoticed. Very few players have achieved what he has by this age, and the best chapters of his career are still ahead. Turkish NBA veteran Furkan Korkmaz recently praised Luka, saying, "In 10 years, people will look back and realize just how great Luka Doncic truly was." That kind of respect from a fellow pro only cements the belief that Luka's journey is only just beginning. Luka's growing influence on and off the court is already making waves beyond just basketball fans. The collaboration with Overwatch represents a significant crossover between sports and gaming cultures, highlighting how Luka's appeal transcends traditional athletic boundaries. This partnership not only boosts his personal brand, but also exposes the Lakers and the NBA to a younger global audience that might not typically follow basketball. The timing of this partnership couldn't be more strategic. As Luka settles into his leadership role with the Lakers, his presence in pop culture is expanding, helping the franchise reconnect with fans worldwide after some turbulent seasons. The team's management views this as a major win, knowing that Luka's charisma and marketability can attract both talent and sponsorships, which are critical for building a championship contending roster. Moreover, Luka's commitment to excelling with the Slovenian national team at the Eurobasket is another sign of his relentless drive. His impressive performances so far have reignited hope among Slovenian fans for a deep run in the tournament, putting the country back on the international basketball map. This dual role as a Lakers star and national hero further cements Luka's status as one of the most dynamic and versatile players of his generation. However, the pressure is mounting. Analysts and fans alike are now watching closely to see if Luka can sustain his high level of play throughout the grueling NBA season, especially as the Lakers aim to make a serious championship push. The expectations are sky high, not only because of his skills but also due to the enormous hype around his transformation and recent contract extension. Some critics question whether Luka can shoulder the immense responsibility that comes with leading a franchise like the Lakers, especially in a city as demanding as Los Angeles. But endorsements from players like Furkan Korkmaz and the backing of the Lakers organization suggest that confidence in Luka remains strong. As the 2025-26 NBA season approaches, all eyes will be on Luka Doncic. Will he deliver on the promise, lead the Lakers back to glory, and continue to elevate his status as both a basketball icon and a cultural phenomenon? One thing is clear, Luka's journey is far from over, and the world is eager to watch what he does next. Charles Barkley, the Lakers are Luka Doncic's team now. There's always something powerful, almost poetic, about a passing of the torch in sports. And right now, The Los Angeles Lakers are living through one of those moments with Luka Donic stepping into the spotlight. For the first time in LeBron James' legendary career, he's no longer the undisputed center of gravity for his team. That's not a slight. LeBron is still producing at an all-NBA level at age 40. But with Donic's arrival and his long-term contract extension, the Lakers are now building their future around the 26-year-old superstar. LeBron hasn't made any commitment beyond this season, and with that uncertainty, it makes sense that the franchise is shifting its timeline to align with Luka's prime years. NBA icon and analyst Charles Barkley echoed that reality during a recent interview on The Better Angle. LeBron's going to have to move on at some point. It is what it is. He's still putting up numbers, but they haven't been winning for years now? This is probably Luka's team already. You don't trade for Luka Donic, hand him a max extension, and then say the team still belongs to someone else. A new era in LA. The Lakers now find themselves in a rare situation, transitioning leadership while still boasting one of the greatest players of all time on the roster. General Manager Rob Pelinka has the difficult task of threading the needle, keeping the team competitive right now with LeBron still playing at a high level, while also building a sustainable future with Donic at the core. It's a balancing act few franchises ever face. And while Donic has been relatively quiet this offseason, choosing to observe more than influence, sources say he's keenly aware of how the team evolves around him. This isn't just about stardom, it's about vision and commitment. Luka wants to win, and he wants to see if the Lakers can create the kind of championship-caliber roster he's been craving. For fans, it's a good problem to have two generational talents on one team. But the front office knows the window to make this work together is tight. Smoothly transitioning into the Luka era without underutilizing LeBron's final elite years is the ultimate challenge. Trade deadline looming. Pressure is mounting. As the 2026 trade deadline approaches, expect the noise to get louder. Will the Lakers go all in for one last LeBron-Donic title run? Or will they lean further into their long-term vision and reshape the roster to fit Luka's style? Either way, the moves they make or don't make will send a strong message about their priorities. Luka's off-season: quiet, focused, and intentional. Last season was emotionally and physically exhausting for Donic. He was traded abruptly, suffered a lingering calf injury, and struggled to maintain his conditioning. But this summer, he's made it personal. Donic committed to getting into the best shape of his life, something Lakers insiders have quietly praised. Still, Lakers assistant coach Greg St. Jean noted there's more work to do. His fitness is still a work in progress. He's made great strides, but there's another level he can reach, and he knows that. This kind of self-awareness and maturity from a 26-year-old is exactly what has the Lakers organization so optimistic. Donic isn't just here to be great, he's here to lead. The bottom line. The LeBron era in Los Angeles brought a championship, star power, and global relevance. Now, as Luka Donic begins to take the reins, the Lakers are looking to write their next chapter, with a superstar built for the present and the future. And if all goes right, this passing of the torch won't be a goodbye, it'll be a handoff from one legend to the next. Inside the locker room, a subtle shift in leadership. While the transition from LeBron to Luka hasn't been officially declared, those close to the Lakers organization say the shift is already being felt behind closed doors. According to team sources, Donic has begun taking a more vocal role in film sessions, walkthroughs, and team huddles, something that didn't happen when he first arrived midway through last season. And rather than resisting the change, veterans on the roster, including LeBron himself, appear to be embracing it. It's not about ego, said one Lakers staffer. LeBron has always said he wants to see the game in good hands. And Luka's not just talented, he's stepping up as a leader. That's something you can't force. Still, for a team that has been under LeBron's identity for the past 6 years, adjusting to a new voice of leadership requires patience. There's a learning curve, for everyone. Media reactions: is this the right time? In sports talk circles, the debate is in full swing. Is it too early to hand the keys to Luka? Should the Lakers still try to maximize what they have in LeBron? Or is this simply a smart, necessary pivot? On NBA Countdown, analyst Jalen Rose put it this way: you don't bring in Luka Donic and not build around him. He's one of the 5 most gifted offensive players in the world. And he's only 26. You have to think about the next 5 to 7 years, not just the next playoff run. Meanwhile, Kendrick Perkins argued that the Lakers' best chance is actually keeping both stars heavily involved. If you manage the egos right and get the roster right, you can win now and build for the future. It ain't easy, but it's possible. LeBron and Luca don't have to be oil and water. They can cook together. The fans, divided, but hopeful. Among Lakers fans, the reaction has been mixed, but passionate. Longtime LeBron supporters are wary of the team turning the page too early, especially with James still putting up all-star numbers. Others see this as a natural evolution, and are excited about building something sustainable around Luca. One fan tweet went viral this week. Luca is the future. But don't forget who brought the banner in 2020. Show Bron respect while giving Luca room to shine. That seems to be the prevailing sentiment: appreciation for the past, curiosity for the future. Rob Pelinka's high-stakes balancing act. With the trade deadline approaching, GM Rob Pelinka finds himself at a crossroads. Does he move veteran contracts to get Luca more help now? Or does he stand pat and wait until LeBron's contract expires before reshaping the roster completely? There are whispers around the league that Pelinka is exploring both options, monitoring the market for a two-way wing or another big who can complement Donic's offensive gravity and help anchor the defense. Sources also say that while LeBron hasn't formally requested a trade, he's not opposed to discussing it privately if the team's direction becomes clearer in the coming months. One potential destination being quietly floated? Golden State. But those conversations remain in the rumor phase, for now. Looking ahead, can two eras coexist? What happens next in LA will come down to chemistry, timing, and bold decision-making. Donic is undeniably the Lakers' future, but LeBron is still a force in the present. If the front office can strike the right balance, and if both stars stay healthy and aligned, the Lakers could find themselves doing something incredibly rare in today's NBA, competing now while building for tomorrow. And that, if pulled off, could be the most impressive chapter yet in this franchise's storied history.